Boris Johnson should ignore the criticism from his disastrous predecessors as Prime Minister when it comes to the government's plan to cut foreign aid. Former Brexit Party MEP Rupert Lowe has said. Chancellor Rishi Sunak today announced plans to reduce the amount the UK spends as a proportion of GDP from 0.7% to 0.5% for 2021, delivering a total saving of more than £4 billion, telling the Commons the cut was necessary in a time of national emergency. The plans have already been criticised by Theresa May, David Cameron, Gordon Brown, Tony Blair and John Major, with the latter describing the decision as morally wrong and politically unwise. However, their arguments were given short shrift by Mr. Lowe, who told Express.co.uk, "It's something in my view which defies logic, when we are running massive deficits. When there is talk of coming after Middle England and the honest, hard-working taxpayer for money, why would we be spending £15 billion all over the world on various vanity projects to make politicians feel good and look good? In the course of that, a lot of it disappears into illicit bank accounts and fraud, so to my mind it is quite right that we should retrench and concentrate on getting our own house in order. And ultimately if we then subsequently decide that we are then rich enough and successful enough to be able to play Lord Bountiful, then ultimately fine. But at the moment overseas aid should be severely restricted." Going on Blair and Cameron, "They are responsible for the very low-grade MPs from which the ministers are selected, which is why we have got such weak leadership. I have a very low view of the pool of MPs and of the people who are leading the country." Cameron, Blair, Brown, "There are lots of things these people have all done. If you look at Theresa May, my question to her is why did she effectively sell on the student loan so a lot of students are now paying the most exorbitant rate of interest on the debt that they have got? I think they are all representative of modern Britain really. As for John Major, he should keep his mouth shut. The guy's got to comment on everything, hasn't he?" Prior to Mr. Sunak's statement today, Mr. Lowe tweeted, "I wouldn't take too much notice of the 5 former PMs opposing the move to cut foreign aid.